Hi everybody, this is Mary for Stampin' Camp with Mary, and today is There's a Card Thursday. And today we're going to do something a little bit different and a little bit special. I'm going to try to make 6 cards as fast as I can. We're going to make some nice cards. They're not going to be sloppy. They're just going to be simple and quick cards, and I want to see how fast I can do it. So for the first thing though, I'll show you, let me see, I will show you what we're going to use. We're going to use Flowering Desert for the, let me bring you up, we're going to use Flowering Desert for the stamp set. We're going to use Powder Pink and Tranquil Tide because I need to get rid of some of my 2017-19 in colors. And in that, we're also going to be using we're actually going to be using 5 sheets of Tranquil Tide, 5.5 by 8, and 1 sheet of Powder Pink, 5.5 by 8.5. And we're going to use 1 piece of Whisper White, 5.5 by 8.5. What else we're going to use is I am going to use a full sheet of Frosted Floral Specialty Designer Series paper. I chose that because it goes well with Tranquil Tide and Powder Pink. What else I'm going to use? I'm going to use the Everyday Label and the Pretty Label Punch. I have already mixed up some rubbing alcohol and Glimmer paint. Yeah. And I used the Stampin' Spritzers, put most of it in here, alcohol and about 10 drops of the Glimmer paint. The clear, what is it? Frost White. And I'm just going to shake that up. So I have right here, I have, oh, and we're going to need our Stampin' Trimmer. So I have right here the stopwatch, and when I hit it, I'll go and we'll just see how much time it takes me. So on your mark, get set. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in 4-inch strips. Okay, then I'm going to cut it in 5 1/4. And so I'll have 6 pieces with some left over. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am going to take my Whisper White, and I want this to shimmer just like that paper does. So I'm going to spritz it with the Glimmer paint and the alcohol. Now I'm going to set that aside to dry, and I'm going to put a few stamp sets on it so it will dry flat. Don't need it to dry flat, but I like it to dry flat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold all of these pieces. Now it probably would go faster. I am using glue dots and not snail because I like glue dots. And I'm also going to be using some Stampin Dimensionals. These are great if you want to make a set of cards for somebody and you don't have to connect the labels to them. You can just give them a bunch of labels like happy birthday or whatnot, and they can do their own labeling. Okay? you want to get some of these cards I just made, place an order, and these are what I'm giving away in May for people who order. I'm giving a set of cards away, set of 3 cards. I have a lot of designer series paper I need to use up. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my punches and I am going to punch these out. I think it's a little faster to do it that way. You can see where they're shiny. I hope you can see. I'll do 3 of each. And I'm using the You're So Awesome, and do 1 in powder pink. There you go. Clean that off and do the rest in Tranquil Tide. Just going to flip these suckers over and put dimensionals on them. And I grabbed the right one right off. First one, and just going to set that right there. Quick, easy, and again, this is where you don't have to put these on. Just give them to your folks. Just put these in little boxes with a bunch of the labels, so they can choose whichever label they need. If they need a thank you, a sympathy, a birthday, thinking of you, graduation, things like that. here we go. Six cards. 8 minutes and 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So remember to follow me on YouTube. All the stuff to make these cards are down below. Thanks for visiting and happy stamping. Bye-bye.